Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
That's fine. Yeah. Zoom.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers, and he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, Locke throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On second down, here's Love. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a first down throw. Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, it's Long. Buying time to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimeous St. Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Luck on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let it roll, let it roll.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. He's got his man Sharp complete. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And now look at him go. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10, Luck again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. To the air again, Luck. Going deep for Dick. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A shotgun snap for Luck. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go ahead. 12.
Throwing is Luck. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Luck. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Luck. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go ahead. 11
Luck now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey. 4 down.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Cook. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Back to throw, Locke. And Locke will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. First target, first catch, and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Let's go, come on.
Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Now it's Locke being chased out left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let it roll, let it roll. Hey, easy.
Here's Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Hold on. 47 right, 47
Back now here on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, move. Wide, 90.
Here's Locke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Murray will tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
319.
Again, it's Jones. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
258.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to spin free. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll go again to Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yeah, Liz.
Now it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Luck. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Luck. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, easy. Talk. Rip.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Gone!
They're going to look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.